Hello and welcome to the channel. Welcome to a game I've already played on this channel before, but I figured I would come back to just for a casual video to talk about stuff. I don't know what stuff. I don't plan ahead, that's how I roll. But we can get into it. As always, I am playing Firefight, which is the mode where you don't have to actively think as much as you do in the other modes. I think in general, but especially lately, I've been more in the mood for something casual. I think my brain gets used enough in other areas that I don't need to use it in the games I play. At least not all of them. So the reason I'm making this video is just to update you guys on what's going on. Last video I made was the final part of Getting Over It, which was a great game. And I did something kind of silly with that episode. So I kind of forgot that I uploaded that video. I forgot that I just took the recording and put it there on YouTube. I kind of figured that it needed to be edited, and therefore maybe I shouldn't just plop it there. But I looked, and it was there. But I didn't see it immediately. In fact, I didn't even check before I decided to spend about 3 hours editing it. So yeah, that wasn't great, but it was a lot of practice. And now I'm so tired from editing that video that I probably won't edit this video for a very long time now. So that's great. But the plus is that now I have something to do, you know? I won't be bored anytime soon. Not that I get bored very often, but, you know. It's also been like forever since I've played this game. I've just been so busy with non-entertainment related stuff. I mentioned last video that I am now in an internship that is still going. It's going to be going for another 2 months now, so a pretty long time. And yeah, it's been really interesting. The job itself is actually great. I really enjoy working at this place. I could list a bunch of benefits. They've got like flexible hours, and they got snacks, and they got nice people, and all sorts of other great stuff. They oh, I'm getting caught up in the gameplay. I should relax a little bit. They're really nice. I would love to work for this company for as long as they'll let me, really. And that's what I'm thinking at this point. It's just, I mean, to be honest, like, the work itself is not the most interesting stuff. Like, I'm not doing anything crazy every day I go in. But I'm still really enjoying myself. And I can't wait to continue to work there. The only downside to working at this place is really just a downside to working any job, which is that you don't really have free time like you did before. Let me beat this guy down. There he is. I think this is probably the area that caught me the most off guard going into this internship. I have, at pretty much all points in my life, had a flexible schedule. Like, even if I had work to get done, it was still up to me to decide when I wanted to get that work done. So, school. I mean, school's a perfect example of this. You get an assignment, you go, you do the assignment, and as soon as you finish the assignment, you're done, and theoretically you have a little time to yourself or move on to the next assignment. But the point there is that it's up to you when you finish. But with a position like this, it's not up to me. The hours are fixed, which means it's not a factor of how much concentrated effort I put into one period of time, the amount of free time I'll have. It's more of just a fixed value of you'll work until your hours are completed for the day, and then you go home, and the time after that is up to you. So it's just something I'm not really used to. And I have to be honest, it's been kind of difficult. I've struggled to figure out the best way to balance my time so that I'm still getting done the stuff I want to get done outside of work. And a lot of my creative pursuits have unfortunately fallen to the wayside just for lack of time. As much as I would love to do things, I just don't have time to do them. Recording videos is a perfect example. I probably would have recorded a couple videos within the last month, just because I kind of like to keep this channel going. But that hasn't really felt like an option. Now, don't get me wrong, I still have free time. I can still get things done, but it's just, it's not the same. So, the question becomes, since I know I'm in this more constricted environment, how do I schedule my time so that I can still get things done that I enjoy and also get done everything else that needs to get done outside of work? And I don't know if there's one solution that's best, but I think a big part of that process of figuring that out for me has been to understand what my priorities are. What is most important to me to spend my time doing? And should I wait until I'm in the right mood to do things, or should I just try to attempt to do them even if it's not necessarily the best time? Technically, anytime I have free time I could write, but I find often I have the free time and I don't really feel like writing. But I think what I'm learning is that I can't use that as a crutch to prevent me from getting things done. If I have the time, and I know I could spend that time on creative stuff, and I know that it'll be good for me, I should do it even if I don't feel like I'm in a creative mood, so to speak. Now, it's so much easier said than done. It's one thing to say, oh yeah, whenever I have free time I will write, and it's another to put that into practice and actually be using all of my time as effectively as possible. And I haven't used it as effectively as possible. That's just the truth. I wish I could say I have, but I haven't. But I have gotten some stuff done. I wrote some pages of my revised novel about a week ago, and I plan to write some this weekend if I have the time. And it's funny, even just writing those couple pages has been massively therapeutic. Like, it's been great for me. And the writing I've produced during that time has been really high quality. I think those few pages are some of the best pages I've written in the entire novel so far, which is interesting. I don't know why that is exactly. I don't know if it's some sort of psychological thing or I don't know, but it's cool. It's much welcome. It's kind of cool to know that even if I don't have time to produce quality, or if it's nice to know that even if I don't have time to produce quantity, my brain still almost naturally produces quality just to make up for the lack of time. So I think how things are gonna sort of end up for me is I'm still gonna be getting stuff done, but it's gonna be a lot more sporadic and a lot more opportunistic. And of course, it's just gonna be straight up slower than it was before, which is unavoidable. And it's important to recognize that it is unavoidable. I will not be able to reach the level of productivity I had when I wasn't employed. And I shouldn't expect to ever reach that level of productivity because employment itself is productivity. I'm getting stuff done. I'm not sitting around and being lazy. I'm contributing towards my future. It's a good thing that so much of my time is being spent on this employment. And of course, I'm massively grateful that I can say that I have a job. Like, that's especially with how things have been lately for some people, it's a massive blessing. So, yeah, I would never look at my circumstances and say, "Oh, I wish things were different," because things are great right now. Everything considered, things are great. I don't think I would change anything. I don't think I think very little of my time, if any, is being wasted right now, which is a great thing to say. I mean, like, holy crap, indeed. And so I'm just going through, vibing, I guess, getting through this internship, seeing how things flow. Still, I'm getting a lot of creative stuff done. Like, honestly, so much. Even if I haven't gotten much writing done, the idea generation has not slowed down. I'm making massive progress on my big writing fiction projects. And I should get out of here. Or I should do this. Oh, okay. Well, I think we just lost this game. It depends on what our final teammate does. He might save us. I don't know. But yeah, I think I'm in a good place right now. It doesn't always feel great. Whenever I'm not getting creative stuff done, it doesn't feel amazing. But it's fine, you know? I think an important thing to remember is that there's seasons to life, and some seasons will be different from others. Not every season will get you everything that you want. You should never expect every season to be everything you want. And it happens that this season is a season that's given me a little less time for creative stuff, but it's given me a lot of time that I'm spending to earn money and earn experience, which are two things which will massively build me up for whatever future I end up moving towards. So it's a great season. It's not what I would hope for, only because what I hope for is not realistic. I can't be working a full-time job and also be doing creative project stuff full-time. That's just not how it works. So considering just, how life is, it's good. Yeah, and oh, there's so many other cool things I could talk about. I went on a vacation with my roommates to Vancouver recently. That was really fun. We got to visit lots of fun locations. We went to Victoria Island, that's what it's called. It was great. So, you know, I'm doing fun stuff. I'm not like burnt out by any metric, thankfully. And I mean, really, the best way to describe it is I'm just vibing. I'm just seeing how life goes and what happens to happen from week to week. I'm never getting too stressed about things, which is great. And actually, maybe that's one of the improvements from school. There's just not the same sort of stress to this lifestyle that you get with school. It doesn't really feel like I'm ever behind on anything because there's in a way like plenty of time to get stuff done. Not to say like, oh, plenty of time, I'm gonna slack off. No, it's just it's way more structured, and that structure decreases some of that stress that comes from the way that school or any other purely assignment based lifestyle is. Alright, this is getting pretty heated here. I think in like all of my talking videos there's always that phase where there's always that phase where the gameplay takes over. It gets so heated that suddenly I can't really speak anymore and I have to pay attention to what's on screen. And I think we reached that point. Well, I'm dead now. So we haven't actually reached that point, but you know. I get the feeling we're not getting this hill. That's fine. They can have it. Oh, there I am. Alright, time to save the day. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go kind of quiet here. Maybe I'll just edit this part out. Wow, this guy is big. And there we are again. So I think we sometimes find ourselves in... What? No, that's not true. I think often in life we find ourselves in uncomfortable positions that to us are not ideal. Positions where we look and we say, things could be better. Surely there must be some way for me to restructure things so that it's more what I want, you know, what I would like my life to be. But not everything can be fixed, you know. I will never reach a point where I have all the time I want to work on these creative projects. So there's no reason to stress about it. There's no reason for me to get caught up on these theoreticals. And so I'm just going to say, I don't think I'm completely satisfied with my lifestyle, but I'm certainly comfortable enough to just move forward and see where it goes, and maybe there will come a season where I have more time to work on creative stuff. It's not now though, and that's fine. I can just wait. Patience is a virtue. Patience is a virtue. And on that note, thank you for watching this whole video. I really appreciate your support. I appreciate your interest in what's going on in my life, and I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your week or your weekend. I don't know when you'll watch this. I don't know when this will go live. We'll see. So thank you, and on that note, goodbye. Also, I forgot to mention, but there has been an unfortunate incident. A iconic member of the channel has suffered a severe wound. I don't know if you remember back when I would make iced tea at the beginning of my videos, but I had this wonderful Cotter glass right here, and it unfortunately has gone through the dishwasher. And if I can angle this right and not spill water all over my computer, you can see the letters have been mangled there, and the C is gone. So ooh, so now it just reads Otter there. So my name is now Otter, I guess. Uh, there's no more C. I can't see anymore. Bye.